It is impossible in this short video to call and explain all the processes of the Earth's transformation that are running parallel to each other. But I would like to talk a bit about this new process that started about a year ago. At least I could perceive it, or I perceive it since a year ago, and I already wrote a book about it. It is Gaia is starting to create a love sphere. I gave it a name, philosphere. Philein in Greek means to love, like philosophy means philein, Sophia, to love the wisdom in Greek. And philosphere is something like biosphere. You know, the Earth has developed during her evolution on the at the manifested level, like the hydrosphere, the sphere of water. Water is everywhere, is in the air, is within our bodies, within trees, rivers, oceans, water everywhere. This is hydrospheres, biosphere, life everywhere, within a stone, within mountains, within landscapes, animals, human beings, plants. Biosphere is a complete sphere. The Earth has sphere, now manifested Earth. Sphere within a sphere, within a sphere, within a sphere. Then we have, of course, the stone sphere, that is our material Earth. But about 100 years ago, Teilhard de Chardin forged a name for the consciousness sphere. It is called noosphere. Nous means in Greek consciousness, noosphere, which is consciousness of stones, consciousness of plants, consciousness of clouds, consciousness everywhere, within human beings, animals, elemental beings, all consciousness. And now, what didn't exist, but it exists always, of course, the love sphere. I started to observe that between the trees, between plants, also between mountains, and there is not just the energetic connection, like spheres of life energy, fields of life energy, but there is something more. There is what I call love fields. The love fields I can perceive now everywhere, touching water, in the air, love sphere. This is something wonderful, and parallel to discovery that there exists a love sphere which is the most subtle, the most strong, and the most all-connecting sphere of the Earth. It is, of course, also within the human being. So I found out that what we before called heart chakra is not anymore there. It is something different. The human body is a kind of individual love sphere. It starts with the power of dragon power, which is within our belly space, and built upon the dragon power is what I call the elemental heart. The elemental heart is positioned between the navel and the end of the breastbone. It is behind the plexus area. It is a fractal, a holographic piece of the Earth's love sphere, the philosphere of the Earth, a little part, which is within all living beings. So we all take part, including human beings, on the love sphere of the Earth. And it is in effect, our elemental heart should be like an open door through which love of the Earth can flow to all other beings manifested. But there are also what I call the three hearts area, which is of course our heart muscle, which is not just organ of the body, but it stands also for our individual matrix. And on the other side, on the right side of the thorax, is what I call the common heart of humanity. We each human beings, being incarnated or in the spiritual sphere present, we all are carrying each holographic piece or a fractal of our common heart. It is the base upon which it is possible that humanity comes together to form a new culture. I call this culture Gaia culture. It is a culture that is being built in harmony or in dialogue and in cooperation with Gaia and her beings. Gaia culture changes our economy, our educational systems, our way of democracy, because it demands that not just human beings, but also other beings, also beings of the other parallel realities I was talking about, are included, so that the culture is being built in dialogue with the parallel worlds. But basic is the philosphere, the love sphere, that we again get connected to and allow it to be our basis of our existence, of our relationships and our creativity. And what about the heart chakra? Heart chakra comes into being if the three hearts that I mentioned, and there is also what I call the fairy heart or she heart. It is, we are a sisterly evolution to another fairy evolution, another cosmic evolution that we call fairy evolution on Celtic she. And together with them we have the capability of creating, which is the throat, the throat chakra we call, but in effect is what is at the upper point of the breastbone that I call the fairy heart within human being. It is the base of our capability to form language, to speak, and finally to create. So these four hearts together as a synthesis or synergy create the new heart center. Yes, it is there, but in this bigger context, and I speak of the nuclear or atomic power of our hearts. And when the war in Ukraine started, which is a brother war and a dirty war, without any reason, so to say, I realized that before this happened, Gaia started to reveal, to rebuild, or to inspire us as human beings with the love sphere. And parallel to the war, I wrote also this new book that is now in German, but soon also in English language, which is about the nuclear power of the human heart, which I see as a base for the future, I mean the love sphere as the base for the future Gaia culture.